talk about India and South Africa, right?
Sure.
And the way India has swept this series, Nikhil, it goes on to show that how dominant India has been, up till now, and how struggling South Africa actually is. 60 wickets were taken by Indian bowlers vis-a-vis 25 by South African bowlers in this tournament.
Top of their game, without a doubt. In South Africa, apart from that new ball, I mean, they had lacked penetration come the second spell or the third spell. Even people like Kagiso Rabada, Nokia, they might have the pace, but obviously they lack the skill sets to come and bowl with the second spell. And Test cricket is not just bowling the first 5, 7, 8 overs with the new ball. It's how you make a comeback and how the spinners prepare the ball for you, for your fast bowlers to get it to reverse swing, how to maintain shine. There's a lot that goes into Test match cricket as well. And to be honest, no disrespect to the South African side, I think they just simply lack the skill set to be competitive in India.
Right. In fact, Mr. Bedi, South Africa have not suffered back-to-back innings defeat since the year 1935-36. They have been whitewashed before, but that was way back in 1992.
See, the question is this.
And like Ninad pointed out, death of a gentleman. Is this the death of cricket for South Africa as well? Because a lot of their players are headed for county cricket as well.
It should not be celebrated. Because it is death. See, one-sided
we beat them last time too, sir.
One-sided victories are celebrated when there is no TV channel. Very hardly. Now, when you have a one-sided victory, nobody come to see. How many people were celebrating in Ranchi? Or how many people were celebrating in Pune? Or how many people were watching? See, celebration is, and one-sided when it starts.
So you're saying, you're saying jungle mein morna cha kisne dekha?
Nobody. And remember, this one-sided business was when there was no TV. Then you can do anything. And say, and when the TV started, why people started watching India in England? Nobody used to see our great stroke players because they used to be fun of India. But now why the cricket is being played? Because India started playing equal to their terms. How many people used to watch when Pataudi led the side? The stadium is empty. Only few Indians used to come and just go away. So one-sided.
Is it the other way around, that people used to in fact flock at the stadiums because there were no televisions?
No,
right?
you can look at it the other way, but it used to finish in 3 or 4 days again, and there was no celebration. There was the humiliation.
Okay.
Celebration is a humiliation. You should not.
Okay, we've heard from the experts. Let's also listen into what the captain had to say after this historic victory.
Series, I think सब 3 मैच ही काफ़ी अच्छे रहे हैं और एक भी मैच में हम लोग ऑल आउट नहीं हुए और 3-0 जीते हैं और मतलब कमाल की टीम परफॉर्मेंस है। ऐसा बहुत कम देखने को मिलता है कि जो भी खेलने जा रहा है, जिसको भी चांस मिल रहा है, वो परफॉर्मेंस करके दे रहा है, सो आई थिंक ये हम लोगों को खुशी इस चीज़ की है कि हमने ऐसा कल्चर क्रिएट किया है जहाँ पे लोग अपने बारे में नहीं सोचते और टीम के बारे में सोचते हैं। और ये परफॉर्मेंसेस तभी हो सकती हैं क्योंकि अगर अपने आप के बारे में सोच रहे हैं तो प्रेशर में खेलते हैं या डेस्परेट हो जाते हैं। तो जब आप टीम के बारे में सोचते हैं तो फिर कलेक्टिव परफॉर्मेंस होती है। हम बॉलिंग की इतनी बात कर रहे हैं, कमाल की बॉलिंग करी है सब ने मिल के। कोई आपको ऐसा नहीं दिखेगा कि एक ने 8 विकेट ले लिए और बाकियों ने कुछ नहीं किया। तो जो भी बॉलिंग करने आ रहा है वो लग रहा है कि हर स्पेल में विकेट ले सकते हैं। तो वो सिर्फ टीम के बारे में सोचते हैं कि टीम क्या चाहती है। और हमें सबसे ज़्यादा उसी चीज़ की खुशी है कि हम एज अ टीम जो हैं बहुत ही कमाल की क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं अभी।
All right, so in fact, Ninad, let's talk about what the captain said. And, the one salient feature of this victory has been how brilliantly the seamers have performed. The spinners picked up 32 wickets, the seamers picking up 26, which is a stark contrast from the last time South Africa were around. 70 wickets were taken against South Africa in that 4-match series, and 58 of them were picked up by spinners vis-a-vis what's happened this time. What do you have to say?
I think it is incredible. It is something to be very proud of, I personally think. It also brings front and center that the old excuse that the pitches won us the test matches at home, etc., don't wash anymore. We have also to understand that we won 1 test match in South Africa and had a lovely 3rd test match which could have gone either ways. So I think there are so many positives here. What we saw, I think, were 3 things. First, we saw mental destruction. Look, at the end of the day, we saw mental destruction of the South Africans. It was scary. If you look at it from the other side, it was a scary kind of situation where these guys were
Is it because South Africa Africa are what they are today, we can use that term mental destruction?
No. South Africans
you know,
have had a
they
choking
are
problem.
vulnerable. They are
No,
on the
they've
back
had a
foot.
choking problem in their contemporary
Perennially,
history.
always, yes.
But what we saw was actually scary. If you look at it from the psychological viewpoint, it was excellent bowling, but it was also scary. Second thing I thought which was very interesting was that in our batting, for example, Rohit Sharma twice scored more than the South African team. Twice. I think only the fifth occasion. Only the fifth occasion an Indian batsman has managed that, to do more than the opposing team.
Sure.
And third, I think what we established here is that winning in India now is a holy grail of cricket. If you want to be called a great cricket team, you have to defeat India at home. I mean, that, it is like at one time it used to be said about defeating, England in England or Australia in Australia. Now, defeating India in India is a holy grail of cricket. That is what this 11th consecutive victory has established. So I think these are great, interesting things which have happened in this series.
Right. In fact, and when you look back at this series, Nikhil, will it, in fact, bring back memories, fond memories of, perhaps, a Shami in Pune and an Umesh at Vizag? Is that what the series is going to be remembered by?
Without a doubt. I was there at Vizag, the fifth day, fourth inning, the way Mohammad Shami bowled, with the old ball, getting the ball to reverse. It was a different sort of skill set you could clearly see, and it just goes to show, and you don't get these skill sets overnight. It's how hard you've practiced, how hard you've worked on your game. Same with Umesh, Ishant. Unfortunately, Bumrah is out because of an injury.
Isn't that the most wonderful part about it? That, despite not having our number one ace pace bowler.
Without a doubt. And how many times have you seen the opposition, especially people who come from, who've literally grown up in their backyard with the ball whizzing, going past their nose. They're always very good against short pitch stuff. Now the Indian bowlers are attacking the overseas batsmen and scaring them off the back foot and getting them out. It's a great sight to see when you're watching this live on the ground. It's a different feel altogether. It just goes to show how Team India has evolved. I think the credit goes to how the NCA is set up and how the India A tours are there. God forbid a player gets injured, you have an experienced campaigner ready to go out there and play international cricket. He doesn't need to waste any sort of time. The skill sets are there.
What do you think was the combination that worked this time around for the Pacers? Was it like a mixture of, those short balls with length deliveries and, the variation in pace also between 130 and 140? Is that what worked for the Pacers?
I think the three fast bowlers bowling speeds excess of 140, is just coming at the batsman all throughout. With the new ball, you had the ball swinging. It's a different length. As soon as the ball got old, you still maintain the same sort of pace, but the length of the delivery also changes when you're playing in India, when you get the ball to reverse as well, because then you're looking to get the batsman out, either clean bowl, leg before, or short mid-wicket. Those are the areas that you target, and these Indian fast bowlers were able to develop that skill set. But when you're bowling with the new ball, it's a different skill set, because then you're getting 2 or 3 more dismissals involved and you're attacking the batsman with that. So it's just a mind shift, it's just a change of what are the areas you want to target as a bowler. And I think Team India has been able to do that beautifully.
Right, Mr. Bedi, and despite the victory, we never thought we'll be talking about the seamers outshining the spinners.
Seamers you had talked. Let's talk betting, and there is a joke going around, and not joke, one chap dragging me up very seriously, who has played cricket very well. He said, if only, what is the need of giving them a follow-on? Because there were already 2.5 days left. And if they were given them a half day more India, and Rohit Sharma would have scored another century, that would have not gelled well with the Indian management. That is how the things are. It was very, he said in very serious tone. He's a very good cricketer. He said if they had given, usually you say the match to be continued because broadcaster wanted to continue for at least a 4th day. So this match would have in any way finished today itself. Instead of in the morning, it would have finished in the evening. But if you had given it better chance, then Rohit Sharma would have scored another century. So this is the, now you look at it in any case.
Right.
A batsman is scoring more than what Virat Kohli has scored, 530. There is another debate going on.
Right.
How much he has established himself. You have talked about Shami, Umesh Yadav, they were proven bowlers. And you have also said the absence of Bumrah has not affected. That was all the proven setup. You had a spinner to back out. But here was Rohit Sharma coming as an opener. And there's so many question marks on him.
Right.
And he has come out and said he's become a trailblazer. So problem is now what to do with him. He is in such a brilliant form. So that also has become a problem. When the man who told me he's a good cricketer and he knew what he's talking.
That's in economic terms, it's called the paradox of plenty. But that's for another debate. Let's also give a thought.
No, that is a very important debate.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.